Hi everyone, I'm Aniko. Welcome to my video. This video is basically a continuation of a previous lesson entitled Popping to the Pharmacy. In that video, the verb beugrik was the focus. We looked at the basic meaning of the verb and learned about other situations where it can be used. In this part, we will look at some more practical examples. Just a second, I'm going to share my screen with you. But firstly, a quick review. Do you remember what the basic meaning of the verb beugrik is? The verb beugrik basically means he or she is jumping in. For example, the boy is jumping into the pool. A fiú beugrik a medencébe. However, I pointed out that this verb can be used in a variety of ways. To show you the use of this verb, you heard an informal conversation in which a wife asked her husband to pick some medicine for her. If you watched this video, you might remember how to say sentences like I'm popping to the pharmacy, I'm popping to the pharmacy means beugrom a patikába, or you can also say beugrom a gyógyszertárba. Here's the next one. I'm popping to the bakery. Beugrom a pékségbe. Here's the next one. I'm popping to the shop. Beugrom a boltba. Great. And let's get started. Let's learn something new. I'm popping into town after work. Munka után beugrom a városba. Munka után, after work, beugrom a városba. I'm popping into town. Miért? Why? As I have some errands to run. Mert van pár elintéznivalóm. Pár means some, or you can also say néhány. Elintéznivaló is a task I need to do. So it means literally my task. Elintéznivalóm van a városban. Let's see some other examples. We can say fontos. Fontos means important. Van pár fontos elintéznivalóm. I have some important errands to run. Or you can say urgent. Sürgős. Sürgős means urgent in Hungarian. Mert van pár sürgős elintéznivalóm. I have a lot of errands to run means sok elintéznivalóm van. Tehát munka után beugrom a városba, mert sok elintéznivalóm van. Repeat it after me. Great. Let's move on. So we can also use the verb beugrik when visiting someone briefly or spontaneously, and if we visit someone who lives not so far from us, for example, in the neighborhood, in the same city or village. If the meaning is to visit someone briefly, it is important to add the right suffix to the name of a person, or to the noun if it is the occupation of someone. That can be was, has, or whose, depending on the vowel harmony. Right now, I won't go into a detailed explanation of the Hungarian vowel harmony. There is a video on my YouTube channel where I talked about the basics of the vowel harmony. You can check it out if you want. You will find the link in the description below this video. So, here is the first example. Beugrom a szüleimhez. I'm going to pop into my parents. Benézek a szüleimhez. I can also say benézek a szüleimhez. So benéz, look in. I'm looking in, benézek. Okay, here are some other examples. To my aunt. Nagynéném, my aunt. Benézek a nagynénémhez, vagy beugrom a nagynénémhez. Beugrom a testvéremhez, to my sibling. Testvérem is my sibling. You can always repeat the phrases after me. Nagybátyám, my uncle. Beugrom a nagybátyámhoz. To my uncle. To my friend, a barátomhoz. My friend, barátom, a barátom. And I say, beugrom a barátomhoz. Here's the next one. The ending höz. Barátnőm, my girlfriend. Barátnőmhöz. If the last vowel of a word is an ö or ő, it receives the ending höz. This is another example. This is a name of a man. Gergő. Gergőhöz. Okay. Let's practice. What is the right suffix? To my older sister. So I pop into my older sisters. So it would be, or it will be, a nővéremhez. To my grandfather. So my grandfather is nagyapám. What is the right ending here? A nagyapámhoz. To my accountant. A könyvelőmhöz. So könyvelőm, my accountant. Great, let's move on. Here are some other examples. Munka után beugrom a nagybátyámhoz. So after work, I pop into my uncle's. This evening, ma este. Ma este beugrom a nővéremhez. I pop into my sister's this evening. Ma délután beugrom a barátnőmhöz. I pop into my girlfriend's this afternoon. Ma délelőtt beugrom a könyvelőmhöz. I pop into my accountant's this morning. Ma délelőtt, this is late morning. Here's the next one. Ma reggel, this morning, beugrom Gergőhöz. Okay, let's move on. Folytassuk. This is an activity for you. How would you say, I'm popping into town after work? It's your turn. Beugrom a városba. Okay, sorry. Okay, beugrom a városba means I'm popping into town. És mikor? When? Munka után. Beugrom a városba. Miért? Why? Mert. Miért? As I have some errands to run. Mert van pár elintézni valóm. How would you say some important? Pár pontos. How would you say some urgent? Pár vagy néhány. Sürgős. A lot. Sok. Sok elintézni valóm van. Great, let's move on. After work, how would you say after work? Munka után. Sorry. Munka után. I pop into my uncle's. It's your turn. Beugrom a nagybátyámhoz. Here is the next one. Okay, sorry for typing. How would you say this morning, late morning? Ma délelőtt. I pop into Ernő's, so I'm visiting Ernő. Ernő is the name of my friend. Beugrom Ernőhöz. Ernőhöz megyek. This evening, it's your turn. Ma este. Ma este. I pop into my aunt's, so I'm visiting my aunt. Beugrom a nagynénémhez. Here's the next one. I pop into my parents. Beugrom a szüleimhez. This morning. How would you say this morning? Ma reggel. I pop into my accountants. Beugrom a könyvelőmhöz. Then we have here this afternoon, ma délután. I pop into my boss's. Boss. Beugrom, so boss is főnök. My boss. Főnököm, a főnököm. So, how would you say to my boss? A főnökömhöz, right? It receives the ending höz. Great job. That's for now. we have arrived at the end of this lesson. In another video, we will take a look at 2 other meanings of the verb beugrik. Thank you for watching this video. Stay tuned and keep an eye out for my upcoming videos. See you in the next lesson. Bye.